Hello, you're welcome to this online web development training. I want to congratulate you because this is actually your first step towards becoming a full-fledged web developer. In this training, you learn how to become a web developer, the responsibilities that a web developer performs on a day-to-day basis, the set of skills which you need to succeed in this role. Without forgetting, you will definitely get your hands dirty goals. We'll introduce you to the fundamental building blocks of the web and make sure you end this training with building your own first website and web application. What is web development and who is a web developer? Web development has to do with building and developing web pages. And there are two broad divisions of web development, which are the front-end development, or also called the client-side development, and the back-end development, which is also called the server-side development. The front-end development refers to constructing what a user sees when they load a web application, such as the content, the design, how you interact with these contents. And they are done with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's a special code for breaking up text in order to turn it into a web page. Every web page on the internet is written in HTML, and it's actually the backbone of any web application. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. It's a code for setting up styles rule for the appearance of the web page. CSS handles the kind of, the cosmetic side of the web. Finally, JavaScript is a scripting language used for adding functionalities and interactivity to the web pages. When it comes to backend development, it controls what goes on behind the scene of the web application. Backend also often uses database to generate the front end. And from some backend language, we have some backend language like PHP, Python, Node.js, Java, and many others. While as for a web developer, someone who builds web pages using those skills which I mentioned before. Categories of web development, like I said before, the front-end web development and back-end web development. And the type of web developers. We have the front-end web developer, the back-end web developer, and the full-stack web developer. Front-end developers implement web pages using HTML and CSS and JavaScript, like I mentioned. They make sure the website looks good and they have a good layout on different devices. Back-end developers create the backbone of the web application. They write code logic that handles what happens to users' data and then inputs, also retrieve user data. Full stack developer do bits of both the front end and the back end, which means they are both the front end developer and the back end developer. What are the skills required to become a web developer? There are three pillars of web development: the HTML, the CSS, and the JavaScript. These are the major skills which you need to become a web developer for majorly front end and adding back end language like PHP, Java, or Python. So these are actually the skills required to become a web developer. On this training, you will learn the basis of web development, the various programming languages involved in web development, such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP. Setting up your developer environment. So for you to fully succeed in this training, you'll be needing a text editor and a web browser. Text editor like Sublime or VS Code, and web browser which is used to display contents which you are working with, such as Chrome. So follow me on this journey. I'm sure we are going to bring something great together. Thank you.